Hi, welcome to another Marsha Minute. I'm professional organizer Marsha Sims. The question for today is, where do things go if the place where they belong is already filled up? Here's what I mean. If everything is everywhere and things are all jumbled up and there's no rhyme or reason to where things belong in your home, where do they go? How do you know what you need and what you don't need? How do you even know how much you have? I love to tell the story about my client who had 11 staplers. She didn't know she had 11 staplers in the beginning. We didn't know. When I went to her home, we were carving out which room is going to be your home office and where do things like this belong in what area of your home, what kinds of things belong in the bedroom and things like that. So we decided which room was going to be her home office, and we started putting things from around her house in that belonged in her home office in there, and then things that belonged in the bedroom went in there, and things for the kitchen, etc. And when we got to the office to start doing the work, we discovered that she had 11 staplers. I don't care how much stapling you do, you don't need 11 staplers. So what did we do about it? Well, we came up with what I like to call weed out criteria. What is your criteria for weeding out things that you don't need? Well, first she let go of the ones that didn't work. That was obvious. And then she let go of the ones that were really hard to use that, like, when you try to staple, they hurt your hand. We let go of those. And then the ones that were really ugly, like paint was peeling and things like that, she didn't mind letting them go. The one from her coworker that she didn't like, we let that one go. I think we got her down to about 3 staplers. 3, more than you need, but is reasonable, a lot more reasonable than 11. What happens is when everything is everywhere, you don't have places for things. So what do? Well, the first thing you do is you create a schematic of your home or your office or whatever area it is that you want to do. But let's use a home for an example. For example, you would draw a rectangle that represents each room. I've had people send me schematics that have dimensions and square foot. You don't need all that. All you need is a rectangle that's your bedroom. And then next to that, the rectangle of the room that's next to it. Let's say that's the bathroom. And then the rectangle of the room that's next to that, let's say it's dining room, whatever. So you're going to make your rectangles of where things are in your house. Don't worry about if they're the wrong size. Just kind of try to put them in the right order. Then you want to make a decision of what kinds of things belong in this area. What kinds of things belong in your bedroom? Well, clothes, maybe current linen, or maybe linen belongs in the linen closet. Granted, it won't fit in there right now, but that's not the point. That's where it belongs. Where do shoes belong? Probably in a closet. Where does luggage belong? Maybe in a closet, maybe in a basement, maybe in an attic, depends. You're going to look for different thing types or types of things and make a decision about where those types of things belong. Then, as you begin going through your home, clearing out one room after the other, the first rule is to remove the wrong things. So what we're going to do is, let's say we're going to clean out a living room first. I like to do those first. They're easier because just about nothing belongs there, which means just about everything in there is the wrong thing. That's a little easier. So we start with the shoes that are in the living room. Where do they belong? Well, we've already made a decision that they belong in the closet in the bedroom. Where does lotion belong? Well, we've already made a decision. It belongs in the bathroom or in the pantry or in the linen closet. Where do the pillows belong? Well, we've already made a decision. So every time we get to something, we pretty much know approximately where it goes, and we put it in the right room or area. Then, when we're putting things away, we know where things belong. Here's my rule. Just because something is in the wrong place does not mean that this item doesn't belong there. For example, you've decided that all of your glass figurines go into this cabinet right here. But the problem is this cabinet right here is filled up with cassette tapes. Well, just because the cassette tapes are in this cabinet right now does not mean that that's not the home for your glass figurines. So what do? You put them on, near, or in the place where they ultimately belong. That means we'll put the glass figurines next to the cabinet, and when we get ready to organize this room and we move all the cassette tapes out, we know the glass figurines already have a home. That's how you decide where things go if the place where they belong is already filled up. Thanks for asking the question. If you have a question that you would like for me to answer in the Morning Minute, please feel free to fill out the form in the comments below and ask me. I will be happy to answer your question in another Marsha Minute. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.